Black coffee's fine. Thanks. This place seems busier than normal. Yeah, guess so. So, the big question. You think you'll still have your job once this is all over? Then along came heroes, huh? And people act surprised that they're already rioting in Seattle. Yeah, at least. Listen, we're leaving the city tomorrow. Things are getting bad. Real bad. Heard from one of the union heads that they're going to go on strike soon. That strike is going to disrupt the entire supply chain in several cities. Namely St. Louis. In a nutshell, untenable working conditions. I don't have time to give you the full scoop, but you know the story just as well as I do. When this lockdown happened, we found out real quick who really keeps this country going. I mean, it's not the boys up at the top. It's the people making our food, paving our roads, and picking up our trash. After 3 months of putting up with all this abuse and getting paid dog shit, it's no surprise most of them are quitting. You're liable to make more money on unemployment anyway, with none of the risk. Everyone's always so eager to go on social media just to tell them how much they're the real heroes. But it's all just sycophantic bullshit. They don't really mean a word of it. There was another round of worker fatalities this week. It was pretty bad. Thing is, government's not going to have it. Once people stop getting a reliable way to eat, it's going to break bad here soon. And if you're smart, you'll be out of the city by then. Once the riots start, maybe 5 days before the guard deploys. Less. You have anywhere you can stay? Any friends or family out in the country? What would you do if you couldn't eat? That's your choice, but that's not the only thing, unfortunately. You don't have your phone with you, right? Word on the street is that our boys in white at the CUIMC are working on something big, something biblical. No, not the cure, something else. Some real mark of the beast type shit. Uncle Sam's panicking because the longer we stay on lockdown, the more likely this house of cards comes tumbling down. They want to rush us back to work as fast as they can. They want things to go back to normal. You could be sure that they'll be clever about it. Well, that's really where the reports end. We have no idea. It's all just theories at this point. Don't lecture me about reality. Stop and think for a minute here. In just a span of 12 months, just 12 months, we found out about a secret pedophile ring that went all the way up to the top. Right after that, there was a global pandemic that broke out that's still affecting hundreds of thousands of people today. A doomsday cult has emerged out of damn near thin air, and there's an alarming amount of people that are now misremembering things from their childhood. You and I might be sitting in the same old coffee shop, but outside of here, nothing is making sense anymore. Think about where you and I are right now. I mean, right this minute. We're on lockdown, punishable by fines and jail time. In our own country. You really think you could have seen any of this coming a year ago? Predicted any of this? You'd think that you'd stop and humble yourself, just for a minute, before dismissing anything now as a conspiracy theory. If this trajectory holds, you and I have no idea what other kind of crazy shit is on the menu. You need to come to terms with your grasp on reality. It's not as strong as you might have thought. Listen, I'm not saying what they got cooking up is good or bad. I'm saying you need to recognize that you and I have completely lost the plot. No one has any idea of what is going on in this world anymore. All I know is that yesterday's conspiracy theories are turning into tomorrow's news. You're in IT, right? It's like some programmer messed up the code or something.